in possession of Cleveland. Evans. To Love. Not that time. To Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Greg Monroe. Tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Randle's shot off the mark to Colin Sexton. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Beyond the arc for three. The Cavs secure the rebound. And the reward... A couple of shots at the line.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first.
Good shot.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Way to hit.
Nothing going here on that drive. Down low to Monroe. From the painted area, won't go down. Evans. They'll get it down to Johnson. Gets it in the left corner. Can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Has a look. The shot, almost.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. And the reward, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second as well. Payton with the basketball. They trail by 2. Here comes the screen. To Payton. Has a chance. Here's the step back.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Sexton to Evans. Short jumper won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
The big guy, Greg Monroe, missed his first. That one goes.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Sexton to Evans. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. That's out. Last touch by Tyreke Evans. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Payton into the front court. 2-point advantage. Down low for Gibson. Taj Gibson above the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Cavs at the controls. Evans to Clarkson. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. To Marcus Morris. Down to Randall. Won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Clarkson to Evans. Here comes the screen. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Payton with the basketball. The score 10-8. John Henson sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Payton tosses, flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Clarkson to Evans. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Trying to cash in. Shot by Evans won't fall. Payton into the front court. The score 12-8. Cleans it up. Offensive board. To Marcus Morris. Can't connect from in close. Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Payton with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Clarkson with the basketball. Down 4. To Love. Short jumper off the mark. Payton into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Short jumper won't go down. Desperation shot here from half court. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Clarkson with the basketball, trailing by 4. Short jumper off the mark. Payton with the basketball. We're a minute into the second quarter. Here comes the screen. to Peyton. 4-3, and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
As a shooter, your hands always have to be ready. Ready, meaning that your hands are always providing a target to the passer for an easy catch and shoot.
Fine to shoot. To Clarkson. No good. Kicks it around the perimeter. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Alfred Payton, defended by Knight. Screen coming. Payton. Pass stolen by the Cavs. Shot from the lane won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chippy.
Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
To Evans.
Screen coming. What's up? Got you.
Had a chance, but it's no good.
Here we go. I got him. You're off. Come here.
Goes to the right side.
Run.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. For 3. That's good D. Shot no good.
Yep. Here we go. I got him.
Marcus Morris rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Possession lies with New York. Count it.
So many people think making assist is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Nance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. You got to get up on that.
Just roll. Yep. Put a roll.
Knocked loose. Cavs have it.
I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. 8-second violation. It's going the other way. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Evans to Colin Sexton. Slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Oh, they don't get it across in time. That's an 8-second violation. Evans to Colin Sexton. Great dish. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. To Colin Sexton.
Wait on it. Go. So, I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Evans to Colin Sexton. The pass set it all up.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
Trouble getting the ball across half court. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
That's hot. Back.
Yep.
And strokes it.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
Back. Get down. Half court. Here come. Hey, you got the screen right. Screen right. Hey, you know this a bucket.
Hayden to Julius Randle. And count the basket inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Misses the first.
Forget about that one.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Payton into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Cleveland has the basketball. Evans. It goes down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Payton to Julius Randle. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Sexton to Evans. Sexton to Evans. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
I got some for him. Yep. Put her on. Wait on it.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Knicks have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New York Knicks. The Cavaliers are still very much in this matchup. And the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Assists.
The chemistry for each squad has been great today, and that explains the high assist total. Coming out of halftime, I'm interested to see what kind of defensive adjustments are made to limit the easy scoring opportunities.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game. Yep. Put her on. Hey. Wait on it. Go. So, I got you right here. Stop. Hey. What's up? Got you.
New York with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation.
Take care of the ball.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
8 seconds. It's going the other way. Greg Monroe blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Love. Rebound taken by the Knicks.
Put her Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop.
To Kevin Knox. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Hey, kick it to him.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Love. Colin Sexton slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical. I'll say this, great young talent, but needs to really start making better decisions and protecting the ball.
Sexton. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Hayden with the basketball. Our score all even in this third quarter. The screen sets him up for two.
Rock-a-bye, baby. Oh, yeah, he rocked him to sleep on that one.
Sexton to Evans. The drive right to the basket. Sit at the rim and scores.
Hey, it's our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
I got ball.
Sexton. Oh, that's tough. Count the basket inside.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Hey, switch. I got him. Screen coming.
Nance to Colin Sexton. Greg Monroe able to recover with the block. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. They're back within a bucket.
Let's go. Let's play D. Let's go. Pick him up.
To Kevin Knox. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended, but Knox with the three.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Misses the second as well.
I got ball.
Here we go.
Set it up. Yep.
To Julius Randle. Able to convert inside.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Love. Driving right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Absolute stud. Just flexing on them on both the defensive and offensive end. I don't know if we should call him the young bull anymore. He's maturing right in front of our eyes.
Watch cut.
Down low for Gibson. Taj Gibson above the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Yep. Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert. Hey. Wait on it. Go.
Evans to Colin Sexton. And finishes at the rim. Kevin Love with the stuff. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And count the basket.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Sexton. Knicks come away with it. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Screen on your left. Screen on your left. Run.
Has a look. Can't connect. Tanila Kina. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Thompson to Colin Sexton. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
The free throw good as he completes the 3-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton. The drive right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. From long range, bizarre shot right there. Shot's no good. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, not getting the bounce. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the Knicks have the lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the 4th quarter. This was a 1-possession game at the break, but things went south from there.
But guess what, Ed? It's always a one.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
You're on the island now.
Batch up. Run. Nice up. You good. Yep.
To Taj Gibson. And scores. Strong take.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
I got ball. I got him.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Knight into the front court. Trailing by 14. Here comes the screen. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Goes to the right side. Fires the 3. Defense taking a page from Neely Keenan. Missed the 3. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Clarkson. Oh, wasn't sure if he'd even shoot it, yet it goes down.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason, but let's not get carried away.
Runner's good there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Knight into the front court. 14-point deficit. Clarkson. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to get things going.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Tanilikina fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Clarkson with the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Come on, help get me open. Wait on it. Go.
Tanilikina beyond the arc for three. Frank Nilikina with that long reach extends for the three.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Deep two there, won't go.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Tanilikina lets it fly from long range, and it's Clarkson with the rebound. Driving right to the basket. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Easy path to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Count the bucket for two.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Knight into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop. Go at him. Hey.
4-3. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Wayne Ellington. Knight into the front court. His guys down 11. And they call the foul. Felt a breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's yours right there. I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
Has a chance. He connects. Not the guy you think is going to beat you.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Hey, lock up.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
For three, the rebound taken in by Cleveland. Knight into the front court. His guys down by 9. Trying to cash in. The jumper's off the mark. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
To Gibson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Taj Gibson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw is good. It's a three-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
And he connects on the first free throw.
That was beautiful.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Oh, good shot, boy.
New York Knicks basketball.
I'm on D.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go. Put a roll.
Hey.
Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here. Stop. Hey. Cutter.
It's a victory for the Knicks. They've jumped out in front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed.
The Knicks finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. What really stands out for me is how many three-pointers were scored. Everyone in the arena should have been given a free umbrella for the way they made it rain from long range.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
We handpicked them for you. Here are the top. The Cavaliers. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Player of the game.
Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Knicks almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. And it's surprising. We got such a competitive game when they hit so many threes, but they did what was necessary to finish it off. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New York Knicks. The Cavaliers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
You're watching ESPN. I'm Cassidy Hubbarth. All eyes are on the NBA playoffs, and there's no better place to start than with the one. He and his team got a big win after a competitive battle on the court last night. This is a big step forward for the highly touted rookie. It's a test to see if he's lived up to the expectations. Now, with a win like last night, it's hard to disagree. But will he be able to continue to play at a high level when the competition gets fiercer and the stakes get higher? One thing's for certain, pressure's on for the one to deliver and help his team advance. Cassidy Hubbarth, ESPN. Cassidy Hubbarth. All eyes are on the NBA playoffs, and there's no better place to start than with the one. He and his team got a big win after a competitive battle on the court last night. This is a big step forward for the highly touted rookie. It's a test to see if he's lived up to the expectations. Now, with a win like last night, it's hard to disagree. But will he be able to continue to play at a high level when the competition gets fiercer and the stakes get higher? One thing's for certain, pressure's on for the one to deliver and help his team advance. Cassidy Hubbarth, ESPN.